Grand Rising, everyone, is Shay Seek, and welcome back to the platform. I was just hearing that the dead can only see what they want to see. And it's this energy of vampires. They can't see their reflection. And it made me think, what do you call a people that have mainly had what it seems like they have mainly had governed their own, well, let's use some of, okay, mainly have governed their own countries. There might be little bit of colonization movement in their country, but for the most part, they're people that seemingly look like each other and speak the same language and things like this. Their leaders look like them, they speak like them, but for some reason, there's no major productivity. It's almost like there's no productivity, or there's no growth like they want to see, and then these people get reckless, or they feel like there's nothing, there's nothing. So because I kept on thinking about the nothing from the never ending story, and it's almost like, but these people, they don't look within themselves, they don't reflect on themselves or their behaviors with their own self, or with the people that's closest to them, or they don't like reevaluate the situation. Instead, they point the finger at a whole nother group, maybe even in a whole nother country, that have a very minimal amount of because I hear everybody like, well, these could be rumors of war, might I add. But there's a lot of it seems like African nations that are blaming the West for a lot of things, but the West has never really been able to fully colonize. It seems Russia has never been able to fully nobody, I don't, China, nobody has really been able to, or wanted to fully colonize Africa. Okay. Now we know that Africa, just like in America, we have states, but we're kind of groomed on one nation under God. And most people speak English here. We might have certain groups that speak their own dialect or something, but most people learn or have use some type of English or something like this. So there could be, most black people in America, again too, we speak English, okay? Um, but I was saying that keep pointing the finger at everybody else, or another whole nother nation or something that has not that much movement. Like I think it was one of these nations where they said America only has like one little base or something there doing something, but they don't want them there or whatever. They wanted to get them out. Um Something. And then I was just thinking, there are people that are arrogant races as well. It may be due to fear, or due to a lack of self accountability. I'm just talking about groups right now. Like even in America, okay, so you could say America was colonized, but we tend to have areas like the ghetto, or the urban areas or something like this, where mainly certain groups of people might live. Um, and again, they don't take account, they don't want nobody talking about them. It's a sense of false arrogance, false self-love. It fuels something that's very dangerous, it seems, because these people may not fear nothing, because there is some underground movement of some type of something moving along here. There is some alliances or something that are being built here. But sometimes, like I said, black people could be very arrogant about we. I heard Umar saying we the oldest. We they fear. No, because sometimes it feels like some people just ain't got no damn sense a little bit. They may be feeling. I don't know. It just shows because it's like something about unruliness. There's some type of unruliness brewing. These people have been thinking or feeling like they have dismantled the white man or the elites or something like this to a certain extent. And it's almost like the destruction. Nobody is seeing that the destruction of one leads to the destruction of other. Like nobody went. Like I don't know. It's a weird thing. If you think about it, even on a small scale, instead of and we talk about the hoods, and I talk about stuff like this too. Like it seems like America just doesn't, or it seems like something just doesn't. It would seem that something doesn't want. But even if we think about something on a small scale of in the ghettos, okay, instead of the people networking with each other, pulling together their resources together in a small fashion, not on religion, not on Islam, not on just because, right, of the condition or the state of the union of this particular area in this, you know, there's a part that is possibly the hierarchies or something could be responsible for, but there's also a part that the people that live in those particular communities are responsible for, and that is seeing a problem or seeing filth or seeing something like this crowding around in your it is your responsibility to. But in so-called black neighborhoods, like I said about crime rate and stuff like this, or when gangs take over, or they have the people afraid to snitch or something like this, what does that even mean? Being a snitch or something because if this is your community or something, I don't want to hold on to. I don't give a fuck what color you is. I don't want to hold on to somebody that is killing my people and within my community. I'm not a snitch. I wasn't plotting on that murder with you or whatever the fuck this was. A snitch is somebody that was with you when you did the crime or something. And then here they come talking about, oh yeah, such and such did this. Somebody else that just seen you shoot somebody and don't know why you did this or whatever. That's just a good citizen of the community that wants to make sure that, somebody's going to get locked up that might before they kill more people in the community because of whatever it is, whether it be drugs or rage or whatever, abuse, whatever it is. It's just something about self accountability. Um, I feel like because of certain circumstances on many different levels, a lot of people have not taken. Also, I feel like right now with a lot of people, where we have this thing where there's other people finding out how to take abundance from other people like them, so they can become hierarchy or something like this. But whatever this is that's brewing, money is not gonna save nobody. Um, the government that you rip down ain't gonna be able to save nobody. The people that's making these alliances are not gonna stay 10 toes down. Everybody has their own agenda. It's not even survival. It's like something else. It's like false healing. Like if these people really had done the healing from the inside out and were making these kind of, it would show. So it's not even about that. It's about maybe fear. Because some people are seeing some people gain some type of dominance or something like this, or some kind of heightened it's like, oh, we didn't have no money, we have money now, we can make moves now or something like this. But like you're attacking the valuable essence or energies that's in your community. I don't know. It's also something about like dominance of women or something. Somebody is pissed off because America has something to say about her self and her stance or something. And there are these groups that think that she should be put in her place. So this is also where I feel like and there's men that are taking advantage of the fact that they have exposed some of us women secretly behind our back on dark networks. And you see the dark web or something like this. um that thought that that maybe they were going to have us under their roost or something like this. And like I was telling y'all yesterday, me feeling like there's a lot of people that are trying to do that, like dominate, or I don't know, it's something like this. Just like, what's the most valuable resource to you? A decent, somewhat decent woman, or a good woman? Or it's like I said, some of these people are hot-headed thoughts and stuff that these people like, silly little women. I don't know. It's just, I don't care if they went to college or not. I don't care what they got, but it's just, I don't know. It's just something ridiculous going on here. Now, we do have some people that are gifted, or they are anointed or something, and there are people that do that maybe speaking out about certain things, as far as like targeted individuals or something like this, and they are innocent, and the reason that they are being targeted is because they are innocent. um they are left, or mostly people are like the scapegoat or the black sheep of the family, that somebody didn't understand what you were doing or what you were saying, or they took offense to it because they didn't reflect on it, and they feel like, well, we're going to pull away from you and we're going to leave you out, like, as not even like a scapegoat, but we're going to leave you out as a sacrifice or something. But I don't think it's like, then you having like a Walkman or something like this without no fucking batteries in it, because some of us are really the conduits or the soul or the something that's keeping something alive, or keeping God even within or amongst a certain group of people that is something hopeless, because the nothing fed on hopelessness. He had to get the people to feel like a nothing, or a hopelessness, in order to get into their soul and turn it into dark something. And no matter how many, if you have millions of people that are on one accord in that energy, it's just very dangerous, because a lot of these people may not be coming from that place. Something is just not right, because everything is people going to turn around and read about this. Everything would have been so much better if people would have focused on, because then, like I said, people, when I put up stuff on my page or whatever, people like, well, you sit there and do that, and that's not what I'm doing. No, that's not what I'm doing. It's something about discernment. I'm pointing out diseases within a certain community, especially right now, because I'm in the tarot community. I'm looking at it. I'm diseases is something. If I have a gift, if I'm the only one with this gift or something, just say that it was like this, you know, of this type of discernment. It's like they would think it's the boy that called wolf. The boy was like, oh, 3 times or whatever he called wolf, he was just lying. But the last time he really needed help and he didn't get the help. This is not what we're talking about. And you have to look at the people that's okay with those cries, that can see from the other side, and they know that somebody didn't do something wrong, or they didn't do something deserved, and they're gonna sit on the sidelines, and they have maybe movement, money, or resources to um, assist with some of these people that are really going through this. Okay, they're not just trying to act like this is their story so they can be the horn that comes out of the ground after all this stuff. And they've been piggybacking off of somebody else's story and trying to keep them restricted and take, like, it's some so, I don't know, it's just so petty to me that somebody could put somebody's life on the line by having other people put your life or your destiny on the line, and put it up for sale. This is something that can only come for you, that can only be for you, or something like this, and start to sweat, like, just, it's like somebody hanging it in the air and just swinging it in front of everybody and then just leaving you. Like, I just don't know, like, your destiny or something like this is not up for sale, first of all. And in the hands, I was kept hearing when I fell asleep last night, um and I think when I just woke up, something about like Claw, all the villains or whatever in the story or something like this. And it's always that part when they're like, it's always that part when they're like, no, if I'm trying to think of a villain or something like this. Um, if the green gatekeeper, we'll just look at that word, okay? The green gatekeeper gets a hold of this key, then we're all doomed. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like that on many different levels. It's like but with these some of these groups of people, they actually because they don't realize the greatness within somebody, because they don't realize the greatness within themselves. These happen to be the people that they oust out of the family, out of the community. They want out of the nation. They want out of the way. It's almost like, but it's almost like, okay, then maybe God should move all these people out the way and then let these people have it the way they want and see how it's very much. This could be something that's been planned out for a long time, but I don't think this part was particularly planned out. um somebody wants you to fear a certain group of people or something like this, but I was saying, what do you do with a group of people that is a large group of people that is won't take accountability, soulless, they don't feel, they want to harm people or something like this? I don't know. Or they don't want to improve themselves, or they can't improve themselves as a large whole. These are people that's already united either by language, by their customs, their cultures, or something like this. It's something about people not burying the dead properly, or not burying people, or something properly. It's almost like a mass cleansing. But like I said, these people may be targeting the good ones within their group, the people that they should be upholding, and they're upholding other people. Say this is people that they don't respect you because you're from your own town, like Jesus or something. But they see a big snake oil salesman coming into the town with a shiny suit on and this stuff, with this miracle product or whatever, and everybody is like running towards this bus or this van thing. It's something like they don't know where this man came from or this woman. They don't know what's really in that jar. Do you understand what I'm saying? It almost even make me think about people that come, or even if this people passing out money, or what they're not thinking about what the consequences is gonna be. This person just dropped out of the middle of nowhere in this little caravan selling you this shit. And everybody in the town is lined up for miles trying to get this stuff after a couple weeks, and nobody questioned. It could be something in there that once you drink it, it starts putting people in that town to sleep or something, to put them down for an attack. It could be anything. It's something about toxins or toxic or something like this. It's something about a lot of these people that call themselves doing an uprising. These people supposed to been off the earth already. These is people that probably the souls, or people that, I'm trying to say it not to scare people, but they've been on this planet for a long time. And they've been through a lot of things. They've seen a lot of things. They did a lot of things. It's a lot of things. And they minds don't work. So with them with money in their hands is not the same as somebody of purity or something like this. With money in their hands, it is something like they're gonna use it for, if these people aren't right on the inside, they're gonna use it for more of the stuff that they're claiming that the other people are doing to them or something. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is people that won't be real with you. There's always an ulterior motive or ulterior agenda, because that's the way that their minds is worked out. Because, like I said, mostly people have not gone within and chipped away at their own self, or their own little small part of the community that they can fix or something like this. So, you know, it's something about accountability, because some of us, we have been, or we have always stayed close to God, or even if we don't have or we do, there's something about a sense of our, a self awareness and accountability. That's why some things, when a problem come up to you, it could be a big struggle, but you handle it almost like a G because you've done that. And then, like I said, if these people are attacking or doing something to somebody or whatever that they shouldn't be doing, why are you doing that to that person? What did that person say? What did I don't want to say what did they say to you, because people should be able to say pretty much anything they want without worrying about physical attacks. You should. You just should. Like I said, if you have a problem with me, you should be addressing me. You should not be using drones or missiles or something. You should say it to my face or something like this. We're losing those. You see what I'm saying? We're losing something like that. Making secret wars against people, even single individuals. And then when they use their intellect to smite you on your like pop you on your nose and say you wrong, or something you say triggers somebody, they want to harm you. But you're just using what you have with the way that these people are operating with you in order to respond or to stand up for yourself or protect what you do have, even if that is self. Because most people, these are the black. We're not even going to talk about these people took something, abundance, essence, or something, purity, or something from you, along the way. These large groups, because they could see your light. I don't understand people saying we want the West out or something like this. When they barely have a grip, but what we do have, we do. I just see them. I don't know why I can't see. I keep hearing like it's like whack a mole. Y'all know, remember whack-a-mole at Chuck E. Cheese or whatever? It's like that. Like sometimes when I close my eyes, I see the map and I just see these black figures, and they're just popping up and popping down, popping up and popping down. It's something like, I don't know, something is strategically planted. Like whatever it is already here. It's like there's nations that seem to be raging or something like this, but I don't know. It's whatever they weapons or people they're gonna use our weapon. Like America is already set. It's already set in place. It's like let's say if it was gonna be like a some type of suicide bomber or something. Like it's all these people are already we could be feeding them, we could be clothing them, we could be offering them cell phones. It's very important to, if we're gonna have leaders, they would have to be going through some type of very some very critical vetting on a daily basis or something, to make sure that these people are still on track or want to, or they have not been compromised by some type of AI or something, or even some type of lustful whatever I don't know. I mean, but I feel like whatever is something just weird. Okay, because people being bought out left and right or something like this. It's a lot of, instead of taking accountability, there's a lot of caking it up, or you know it be that grandmother or something that didn't discipline the son, and he's 20 something years old, and he's robbing out of her purse to go get beer, or he's bullying her around to be able to go get um something to feed their fix. I've witnessed this in my life. Sometimes uncles coming in there, man, just give me, I just need this or whatever, like this or whatever. Now I just got a glimpse of myself too, talking to my alleged, from what I think, what this man said in front of my eyes and said was that we was married, or this is my supposed to be my spouse. See, with transhumanism, you can't just go off of that no more or whatever, right? But it's like, if that's what we're measuring a man to be, is how he take care of his wife and his family, what is the problem? Why are you counting up? Why are you in why are you in my face or in my business, watching me from the sideline, trying to figure out how many times I ask my person for money? Why are you trying to invade people's mind so that they could try to reserve from giving someone that they're supposed to be responsible for whatever they need, so that they would have to look like a beggar and ask this person? There's nothing. My money his money is my money, and my money is my money. So what, do you understand? What does it matter if I sat here every single hour? If I was hungry in the daytime and I call him and I say, hey, can you give me some money or whatever so I can get something to eat or something like that? Is it um you know, or can you, and then I call in the afternoon and say, oh, I need to pay. Like, it's something like, it's not their responsibility. Do you get what I'm saying? But if that's a part of your who are these other people that's listening in to see how many times, or to say that ain't right, this person don't do this, or they don't contribute? That's why I say it's something so weird, that's so stupid, that's going on. It's so fucking childish, because y'all had to knew who was enlightened ones. You had to know who was those special ones. These are people that are jealous of God's children, because these people are detached, or they black at heart. This don't even got nothing to do with race. These are people that are dark or black at heart. There's nothing. And this is also giving me, why are the nations raving? Because these kings of the earth has these something of the earth have set themselves as kings. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like wicked ones are sitting themselves, they stealing these things from other people and sitting themselves at king. So I could see why the people would be raging, instead of the people looking in on certain people throughout their whole life and knowing that they deserve to be in that seat or something like this. And somebody else is bullying, bogarting a game out of somebody's destiny or something like this. Making a game, like this is a game for real. Like, people, like some of us is just lying and fronting when we saying that we got a certain type of anointing on us. And it just seemed like the real thing is that these people is mad. And it's almost like they're programmed. They're being programmed. Like somebody programmed them and put a napkin with your sin on it and tell them what that to hate you or to do like this, no matter what, no matter if you was kind. This is kind of like the energy of somebody that would rob a person that was just giving them something. Somebody, a drug, somebody that's out, they out of their mind. And a man walk by every day and give this man $5 or $10 or whatever on his way to work. You know what I'm saying? He see this man here, and every day they speak for real quick, and this man give him some money, and then one day the man want a little bit more money, or one day I didn't have it on me for real, and then at when I come out, when the man come out of work that day, he end up dead on a corner of the thing, because you know the one day that he really didn't have it, you felt, you started the person that may have been not right. It ain't that they was homeless or whatever like this, or a bum or something. It's the mindset. It wouldn't be that the poor man just did it because he poor. It would be the mindset of that poor man, or maybe even the enabling of somebody, you know um maybe giving that man that money every single day, instead of pointing him in the direction or getting him cleaned up, and then helping him get showing him the ropes or something, so he could get his own job. Like I said, that's why it never makes no sense. I'm gonna just say this right now. It never make no sense, because I know who I am. It would never make no sense for somebody that feel like I'm their pair or I'm their person to think that they need to run ahead of me and have all of the resources and the wealth stacked up behind them, and they need to run with a group of strangers if this is our thing or our commitment or God showed us to each other or we married or whatever this is. There will be no reason for you to think that you should have all the power and all the weight or something like this. It don't matter. Like I told, because I kept on getting this vision where God told somebody what to do. Somebody gave somebody advancement or something and told they were supposed to buy wisdom and set her in a place or something, and she was supposed to be doing working there on something joyful or the productive, and the other even if the masculine energy was out there doing something in the field, somebody was supposed to be already set. So even if this person went out in the field and got robbed and ripped to shreds or something, when he would come back to this hidden place or something, he would still have solace here and a place to rest, to be able to go in without having to think about watching his back or her back or whatever this is at all. Because this is God's, and God's children don't do that to people. We're not really natural. That's why it's not a good atmosphere. Speaking truth can get you hurt. So what then? I don't know. But it's not, it may not be a good atmosphere, but when is it? Or a good time? When is it? See, people have to hear this shit. You understand? It's something like this. But you'll hear some bitches that think that they could stand up next to you, or they don't understand, or they jealous of the anointing. Oh, that bitch just want to be lazy. Oh yeah, well, some of us are just important, just existing and breathing on the. Some of us are very detrimental for just that. That's not my fault. That's not my, you being upset about that and looking my way anyways is your fucking problem. That's not my problem. A lot of these people are just being fueled by jealousy, envy, hate, or something like this. They have no other what you saying is right, but it hits their brain waves another way because they want you to be wrong. They want you to be misunderstood. I'm here, and please don't let me be misunderstood. I'm not begging you for shit. When I know my motherfucking hands is clean, I won't even beg you for my motherfucking life if you were standing in front of me if my fucking hands is clean. Just because I ain't out there in the Congo with no little drawers on and no fucking spear and shit, don't get it fucking twisted. Because it could still be somebody that got a made motherfucker. The mind is made up. It was never about you actually out there proving yourself in these gangs or these something like this or whatever like this to get some kind. That was the first the first way that you compromise yourself is by joining something that these people make you think what we think you should do to somebody or something like this. I never understood that. Go kill an old lady, or you got to do this. You know what you got to do. It's only 3 ways in or something like this. Well, I don't want to fucking be a part of it, and you're not gonna force me to be the fuck a part of it. If I don't see no value, and I'm not even talking about financial value, if I'm not seeing any value in it. So this already shows us that some people are prone to needing to be accepted or what, because a lot of people say, well, my mama wasn't home and such and everything was going on and wasn't no food and these boys, I walk past every day and they took me in. And so, yeah, I joined the gang. That already let me know is somebody got it's like a base head mentality or something like this, or a basic that already at any time in your life, right? So somebody want to beat me now. You told Harpo to beat me. So because you suffered from physical abuse in your life at some point in time. Okay? Luckily enough, maybe another woman hadn't had to, and you was compromised in some kind of way, maybe multiple time in your life and lived through some. That's a traumatic experience. I'm sorry that happened to people, but some people, it's almost like that woman or that friend that that's staying in abuse. These are not to brag down on people. It's to show a certain mindset. And you see this woman with this man for 20 something years, and every time you see her, she black and blue. And people get tired of talking about it. Motherfucker just like, damn, I just don't know what to do. I'm hurting because I know you're hurt. I'm at home at night, like, damn, I didn't know that person was doing that to that person. Oh my God, I feel like this. And you could, like I said, there's something that's different about somebody that is physically abusing you right in front of your face. And you know it. And there's something different about this doppelganger shit and this clone shit where it don't have to necessarily be that person, but it could be something outside of the house that is now targeting the inside of the house through this person or whatever the fuck this is, an entity attachment or something like this. That is different. If a community is laughing at somebody because they know they blinded this person and blinded them, gagged them, and bound them, and then watch their man run around it's something fucking wrong with you, bitch. It ain't never gonna be nothing wrong with me because of that. That people that look like me or claim they supported me at any motherfucking time thought it was cute for them to drag my person that may or may not have been a part of these people at some point in time and lured them around with these people so everybody can witness this supposed humiliation that's probably never going to get back to the one, the chosen one or the targeted one or the one that they're trying to get back at. You're probably never going to know the truth about the situation. But if that's why I say if these people can run somebody around and do that, you ain't shit. You will always be an ain't shit motherfucker, especially if you doing it at this age. So you got hurt people out here trying to enforce hurt things on other people's livelihood because they've been hurt and they've never fixed that. Excuse me, about themselves. Maybe they're not with that abusive person no more, but there's still going to be always something broken in that person if they allow this type of abuse or something their whole life. Why? If I choose to be a woman that don't want to be with an abusive man, why are you trying to remove people that were going to be good to these women or something and then bring in people that are going to harm them or hurt them when really most of these women don't deserve this? You should really be trying to protect themselves or speak out about what's going on with them, you and your children or something as a whole. Yeah, it may be having to be targeted off my life because I can only talk about what I've picked up and sense or whatever that go on around me. You know, I'm not trying to implement or throw this on or nothing like this. I'm just telling you, with me being some type of oracle or seer or some type of Christ energy, whatever my something senses are and are heightened in a sense. Then you got people competing with you. Oh, well, I'm a this or that. You know, you're not even in the same rankings as me. And how I know is because the activity and your energy and what you're throwing towards me for speaking about something honestly or truthfully, like or laughing or something like this about something. Like it's I'm guessing you call it public humiliation or something like this, okay? But I'm thinking, why do people keep on doing this to people if these people are really unbreakable to the core or something like this? It's almost like somebody's doing like a Job thing or something, trying to make the devil come down, say, God, letting the devil do all this to you because whatever, whatever, whatever. Like God is letting this happen to you or something because of whatever, whatever. No, y'all just a group of unruly motherfuckers that need to be put in check. And I was just saying, it just comes a time when there's a reassessment of the earth, and that could be judgment. And while you thinking that these people that you picking on and you know that they're not doing nothing wrong, or you know you're trying to purposely misguide or manipulate people against them or something like this, I'm telling you, there's I just keep on hearing about mass something. So I don't know. And it could be rightfully so. It could be rightfully so. It could be rightfully so. Because you don't know. Or these people do know what we're dealing with. They just think it's fun. Because they maybe found in some laboratory something that they put in their blood that makes them be able to walk amongst the earth where these things won't attack them. And yes, I said things. Something. Right? A lot of bad things. Nobody got the right to point their finger. No nation will say that. If you're speaking for a nation, because I'm speaking for individuals or people that are being targeted most of the time on my channel, but or family units that are being targeted or something like this. But no nation has the right to turn and point their finger at another nation if you ain't got all your shit in a row. Not just you, Miss First Lady. But what about the motherfuckers that's beneath you? See, I would like to then go ahead and do a little bit more research, but I really don't think it's my problem because I'm not in Africa. You're not bringing Africa here and rising out of America as no powerhouse. You're not. That's why I said. So it really sometimes it's best for America just to, you know. But the fact is that I know that there's already millions of plants in this nation from these particular places here. And because so they if they can't have nothing, your ass can't have it either over here. It's just what I'm hearing. It's very strategic. But instead of focusing on that there, somebody is pointing a finger or want to direct something or even send something, missiles or send something to another country that has had only minimum movement in their lands. You're connected to those people. I personally have not done that to nobody. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Even if it was a feather or a father or a mother or something, or well, God was doing something different. That's why some of us um are the people that are going to move forward in something that, but you won't even get it. You mad at that? You won't even let these people be free. You trying to restrict and enslave, motherfucker. Yes, people that look like you is trying to enslave. I'm telling people that look like you've been working with these people um on this thing of them being the elite and us being underneath them, and to kill the Messiah or kick the Messiah to the side or something like this. These people have been planning this particular plan I'm talking about. um it got to be about 40 years old, 25, something like this. Like, if it's a 40-year-old plan, something significant changed 20 something years ago, 22 to 25, 23 years ago, something significant changed. Okay. um these are, like I said, horns. These people, they know, it's like secret something. They know, they get the memo or something like this. Like, on these revelations or whatever that are going on. So, like I told you before, the government is not attacking you for what you saying on Facebook and stuff like this, or if you speak somebody or you tell the truth or you exposing people. Even if I'm not gonna just expose just celebrities, I'm not gonna just expose it. I'm gonna expose family. But whatever this is, it's been a plan. So even they planned on making friends with certain people right now. In certain situations, they planned to act like something with certain people to lure people in, and then, yeah. It's also somebody, if you are anointed by God or something like this, there's, so the people not believing you, or they're looking at you from a social standpoint and thinking that you're worthless, right? And gambling gifts. I swear, I was sitting outside last night, and I swear it reminded me of my card yesterday. It was like a dark place or something like this. Or see, I haven't really got. I think I'm gonna use those cards a little bit more today, but I haven't really got used to them yet. On those newer cards, the modern tarot or whatever. But I think it was one where there was like darkness, and it was like something like this, and then there was like some snowflakes or something like this. Okay. Mm. Anyways, okay. I was told not to say nothing, so I'm gonna just keep it to myself. But I don't think it matters. But so I don't know. I just be sitting here thinking, and I was saying so much cool things in my head this morning about you know, to make people think. Like, I don't know, is it a thinking pattern? Is it like most people speaking the same um because of like, you notice on TikTok and stuff like this, and on these different, well, I won't use TikTok as an example because YouTube, everybody else have it too. These shorts or whatever, and Instagram and stuff, and everybody's doing the shorts, and sometimes they taking the voiceovers from other shorts, and then everybody, it's just a mockery. It's like, it literally though, like the same words or something. Nobody, I guess that's what this, we might be in a day of some dawn or something like this, where that's what it is. True feelings can't be expressed. You can't say what you, something like this. You just have to um get in where you fit in, or I don't know. Y'all know what I mean by like the voiceovers. Like, it's just a YouTube may have been slightly cool or something, but we heard that person say it billions of times. Okay, and then now other people are picking up these connotations or whatever, and then they're doing it um with the voiceover. Now I noticed that they still keep the same original voice of the person that originally did the thing. They're just mimicking or puppeteering. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it until this, like this today. And that's what flashes between, I mean, amongst people's eyes on the most day-to-day basis. Nobody ain't saying no real raw critical shit, and I guess it just ain't time. I don't know, it's not time for it or something like this, or this is a shutdown time or something like this. I don't know. But there is something about rage here, that is brewing here. There is something brewing. Okay, somebody want to put somebody in place. Say you like me and you're like, I'm serious right now. I'm building stuff. Like, people are making you. They're trying to force the fact. Well, why don't this black woman have a man, or why nobody want to marry this girl or something? Do you know what is going on in the world today, girl? And that's why I said, if, you know, you may not even have. Do you understand the person that you think is next to you anyway? Y'all, it's just weird to me. This person may not even be conscious. If they are letting somebody harm you or something like, they may not be conscious of that. And it's not going to stop. Fleeing ain't gonna do nothing. You know, there's people that know about these programs or these private secret facilities or something like this right now. They know what can happen if something get out of hand with these people that are neural linked or something like this. You understand? These kind of, it's like petty crimes or something like this. Like somebody coming in shaving off all your eyebrows in the middle, just to know, just to let you know that they was there or something like this. Or even worse, what they're doing to some of these people. Reconstructive surgery on some of these people or something like this. Okay, but and then I feel like they sit back and they watch you and they wait for a response. These are people that had the time, the mind frame, the something to sit there and put up something or watch you on a camera or something in your house to do something to you. Like, obviously that's the amount of hate and risk you risking every time you try to come sneaking around these people's house. But no matter the amount of envy, hate, or time invested, or money or whatever invested in that, to do something to someone that doesn't deserve that, or to do something to somebody, period. Some of these people have ruined the connection with you or something like this themselves. What do you want me to do? And they just upset because you're not bothered for real. And some people that say they're not bothered because they know that they have these people mentally puppeteered and strung out. We ain't even talking about drugs. We talking about with strings. They're actually people here that's like, oh, I'm just a black person in the black community and just a tarot reader, or I'm just doing my thing online, or I just got a YouTube channel or something. And these people have some of the most influential or copies or clones of some of the most influential people. They have them kidnapped and stored somewhere, or they are um, some people are but they still bother. It's still a connection or a soul tied to you and this person that still has this person bothered enough to still be watching you to see if something sparked back up with you and this person, when this person allegedly is supposed to have this person maybe locked up mentally, spiritually, or something, and bound to them. And so they are bothered, because if you were not bothered, if you were so unbothered and you have the following, the money, the influence, the time, whatever this is, you don't have to do anything to somebody else that you feel don't have those things to prove that that person is nobody. The fact that you even turned in that direction to even think that that was an option already showed that you're not qualified. Do you understand what I'm saying? The fact that I may not be able to know if you're my friend or, but the fact that you spent that much time overseeing something that has something to do with me, and you think you're in competition with, that's why I'm saying you're out of the competition already. You've had full-time access to the person you're competing with. You've been able to see every ingredient they put inside their cake. If this is a cake baking bake off, you had access to every ingredient. You've seen exactly how they made it or something. How are you compete? You're no longer competing with this. And just in your right mind, you should say, damn, you know what I'm saying? I did get unplugged from this or something because I was doing that or something like this. So, you know, it's almost like a person saying you can't compete no more. Or once somebody find out that you're akin to somebody that is a murder case, they're going to try to put, it'll be a conflict of interest. They're going to try to put somebody else on that case. So that you don't implement, or something doesn't sway your feelings or your emotions or something. But I feel like some of us that are real, these no limit such and such soldiers, you don't even see the world. You don't see these people the same way. You don't see, you already went somewhere else. But this is not a blank energy where you're going to blank out and go hurt somebody. This is just, oh, all right, I see what this is. Some people is just going down to shutting down. They don't want to talk no more. And I feel bad almost for the ones that is, if you got a twin flame, this twin flame is out there whining and dying or something like this. Because at least this person is playing up in, I mean, well, they could be in some of these people's face, wooing them or something like this, okay? In order to make somebody jealous or something, when all you had to do is come right your wrongs or apologize, or do the thing that you don't do, that you could do, but you've been reserved from it because you holding some resentment for something. You know what I'm saying? And instead of just leaving that person alone, when you're actually hurting them, or you can hurt them, or you want to hurt them, you try to keep them closer so that you can do that to them. You understand? Or keep them limited, or mobile. What does it say? Immobile? Yeah. But I'm telling you, mass mobs of these type of people will ruin things. And I have learned that, yes, I have seen in the Adam energy, it say, yes, Adam, what would you call these? These is people you getting fresh on your journey. You could be a young blood. These motherfuckers are centuries old, and they got a century old mind. And some of these people have gone rogue, mentally able, out of their body. It Do you understand? This would also leaves a portal or an opening to be controlled by something or someone else. These are people that think they in control because the moves they think that they're making, but they're really being controlled. and you don't even have control over yourself, and then you want to come and have control over me. Because I do, it ain't no favorite daughter, God's favorite. This different than a lot of motherfuckers. Nobody don't have, see, and I feel like, but whatever I'm saying, it is core elements that can make people reassess or think, or something click to think about their selves and what they feeling like on the inside first before they go out. Now you might find out some information you had to retaliate, or you might, I'm not saying that you ain't never gonna have to do something like that, but really, if you find yourself trying to harm someone that you think is the underdog, or you feel like you've put them in a situation where they're compromised or something, and you still want to do some more, or you want to do, there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with that other person, especially if they didn't hit you first. They didn't say something to you first. These is people that know that they robbed you or something like this, and then you got the nerves to bring it up 20 years later or something like this, and then they just like, just um oh, you a snitch, or they saying, or it's just like kind of ridiculous to me. Or you don't fit in, or you ain't one of us. Yeah, I see, because I was not with you when you was doing whatever the fuck y'all was doing. So yeah, don't include me now. I don't want to be a part of whatever that is. I wouldn't even feel comfortable if it says preparing the father preparing the table. Like, if I was not having anything to do with building that structure or that table, it would be to me. You see, that's why I say when it goes to culture or difference, or just difference in individuals or beings. To me, it seemed like I might come from a culture where it's insulting. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, how like in the Bible they say, oh, these people brought this fruit, or they told them to eat this food, and the person refused to do it, or something like this. They only live off their food, or something like this. Um, it's like, damn. It's like, so you can't. That's offensive to me, to think of somebody sitting here slaving away, creating something for me day to day, or got these other people out here or something like this, and I didn't get to put my hand on it in building it or something like this. Whether it's a business, whether it's a birdhouse, I don't know. I don't. Well, I wouldn't say a birdhouse, because somebody could just make you that for a gift or something. But if it's like some kind of something, I just don't. I don't. First, I could see how the people that also was helping do it, but if they already took this oath to do this, why are you getting mad now? Because somebody said something that you don't like, so now you want to turn that person away, or these type of people away, or something like this, because you can't handle a simple insult, or you feeling insult, because it probably wasn't an insult, you just was insulted by it. Okay, and then you think that gives you the right to get access to somebody to further implement, or to try and implement some type of punishment, like you somebody fucking mama. And that's why I said most of these people is fallen angels or other kind of energy. And now that don't mean that people should just run up to you and do whatever they want to do to you either. Because when I say this shit, let me tell you that what I'm trying to tell you, it's not that. I'm saying, because I'm anointed, that I'm better than you. I'm just saying I may be anointed and you may not be. And it's okay to be having that pointed out, especially if I have the eyes to see, and somebody is coming to me to ask me, is this person on it? I'm not telling you they final coffin, whatever. You got to go to God for that. But if you, as a seer or something, if you asking me, I'm going to read a motherfucker a little bit. And you don't have to listen, and you know how it is. Like, you gotta have like women that might have street niggas or something like this, or whatever, or something like this, and they know how to operate, or they know something like this or whatever. But just, I think about how many women got, how many masculine energies maybe right there when on they dying bed, they was like, damn, my bitch was trying to tell me or something. See, some of you probably got it in your DNA, just ain't activated right now, or something like this. So you could be in a situation with many different types of people and still be, some type of just being with them, and still be some type of attribute, or somebody deemed useful in a situation. This is what just what I'm saying. This would be like I said, that hair situation, or somebody that they might be doing some kind of dirty business on the outside, but like your husband never knew, or your wife never knew that this other thing was going on the side or something. They was really, you did well with keeping it away from them, but now something is encroaching, or these people have turned on you. A motherfucker flee and leave the bitch there, or somebody, that shit is crazy to me. It shows you somebody's true colors or something. And most of the time, there has to be something else that was in the way or something like this that you should have known about. If anytime somebody's livelihood, their refrigerator, their children become more important than me and your base foundation, you better check yourself, or you should be man enough. See, that's why I said people be man enough to go out here and lay and make these and create these different foundations and stuff, but you're not man enough to tell. You might even let them hoes know or something like this, but not telling that one person. That could be God's chosen one. That could be God's daughter. That could be something like this. And you thought that you disconnected this person, or God's son, and you thought you disconnected this person from the server or something like this, and that you could just go ahead and show your true fucking colors because they would not be able to see it. And the devil will flee, because some of this, and sometimes we'll come back in with some more demons piled up in it. So it's something going on here about masses, about mass, not even not even mass manipulation, but there's something about masses. Okay, it, masses or groups of people that is not even here no more. So you seen the Walking Dead or something like this. You thinking that this was about to see people where they showing you them drugged out people over them, and you like, yep, that's what the Walking Dead is. So we ain't got nothing to worry about. No, this is gonna look like these rebellions. It is gonna look like these people that's. I'm just sorry to be the one to tell you. I'm just sorry to be the one to tell you, and I ain't even gonna be putting no too much specifics on it. It's like angry mobs or angry birds or something like this. It's more than the reason why, because the king of, uh, but this could be also some people witnessing or seeing somebody as a Christ or something. I'm not sure, but something is. It's not going to look like that. These zombies here could be also tech or AI or intelligent zombies, or this could even be um, like, well, I'm guessing in Africa they're having a lot of movements or stuff like this where they're. I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you. We got these movements going on here in America at these campuses. I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm not going to tell you nothing else. I'm just saying something should be very much examined. The fuck the posters and all, whatever, that something just seems like it's off. Something just seems like it need to be, it's an imbalance. It's something need to be looked at with a different lens. Because I would be a mean mama, a daddy, or country leader the first couple years. Um, usually they say the first couple years of your presidency, they cleaning up what the other motherfucker did before them that they didn't want to deal with. They swept under the rug, and then you get in like, this motherfucker Biden just didn't. But come on, man, look at all this shit right here. You had to clean up. you know, so mm, hmm. I feel like peds or something. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to Mufasa and uh, Simba, or if it was a simulation, it's kind of like that too. Um, because I don't know why I just thought about, what if somebody could go back and change the hand of times and figure out what how to remove that stampede of bulls or whatever, that whatever, or would you just go ahead and identify who, would it be important to identify who Scar is, or what he is capable of? I don't know, or he or she, okay, in this day and age. It's something like this. But I feel like there is like, God is willing for some. It's not even the, oh, go back for the one with the nine. I don't know. That's why I said some of this ain't. Some of these people are trying to block out God, because I'm telling you, the decision will already be made already. Because I'm telling you, most of these people that's getting up and sounding like, oh, let's go press. These people are not with us anymore. So, in those movies, when it comes to those type of, when it's a stampede of walkers or something like this, and people say, oh, black is melanin, black is a lot. Some of these people is black on the inside too. There's nothing there. It's just, it's just not. So I keep thinking about this Hitler shit for some reason. So do you know the person that the universe, or the person that carries that burden or carry that weight or something, to know that thing or something like that? Do you know how concerning, if that person was brought back in this lifetime, they would be brought back because they know the patterns of what it looked like to deal with these things, or whatever the fuck this is. And now they might be waking up to like, damn, everybody's saying I did this horrible thing. Wait a minute, I remember something now. Wait, we had to do this because such and such had given these vaccines to all these people, and we found out that they were really doing this, but we couldn't put that in the history books. We had to write it like this. You understand? And so what if I had to take the, I was able to protect so many people by doing that, even if I went down as the biggest murderer or the nastiest person in the world or something. Because if you look at the words again, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Jew or Jewish. The Jew is something, and then something is the like, is ish. It's ishy, or is in a likeness of. It's not actually it. Now, I'm not saying that the real Jews ain't carrying that term Jewish right now out of ignorance. That's what I'm saying about the word black in ignorance. If I'm saying black people, because most of the time Africa says African people, African people. So when Africa starts saying black people, you better watch out. Did you hear what I just said? Africa been all this time, when Africa turn around and truly address America, America's brown dying breed, because they know that their children is over here now, and they standing in solidarity against your so-called black ass American Indian. That's checkmate. You motherfuckers look stupid. And you sit there and have your horn looking like shit and exposing this up. That's why I say you can't never have shit. But it don't matter. Because the ruthlessness and the whatever, in the rage that's coming from these particular people that have even way less than you, is going to be a turn of events for these particular people eventually, because they're playing off of somebody. They're not really coming from the heart or nothing, like they're playing off of people's intelligence, or they're playing off of the fact that they can puppeteer these people or manipulate them. It's almost like these people are having fun, like playing with magic. So you want to play with magic. They're testing out their little, you know, when they do like this with their hand, this whole group go that way or something like this. Somebody is this ain't like regular military or something. Somebody's forming some strange types of militias here. Nobody's gonna feel it. Nobody's gonna mourn or something like this when these people drop. They're just gonna write it down as like some kind of something, or some kind of wrong or massacre or something. I don't know. It's something like this. I'm hearing they could have even did something to a facility here. Um, somebody could, I don't know what kind of facility this will be, but somebody could have disrupted somebody's facility or something, thinking it was a big payback. But it's like whatever was in there would have been very somebody might have had the thing that you wanted to destroy, but there was also something that was very detrimental for a group of people or something here. And I don't know who, what, when, or where. I just was hearing something like that. Somebody thought that they were slick trying to leave somebody in your head or let some people in your head or something, and something that they seen exposed some. I don't know which. Well, you know what? That sounds like kind of something that we need to go into a read for. But yeah, I'm gonna stop right here because I feel like that's what the read is about today, about some kind of coercion or something like this, or intermingling of something here. But sometimes you can sit there and tell a person all day, that bitch ain't good for you. She doing this. And it's like, so what? Shut up. You jealous or something like this. And then boom. But you're not going to keep on compromising my people, my land, my resources, my life or something like this for it. Like some of us ain't jealous of these situations that's getting put together. But we are saying, hey, if you're doing that, you can't do that over here because that person is going to try to have some type of advantage over me. And I'm just not having that. So, that's why I say these people are that maybe cannot take no for an answer or something when it comes to something. Or somebody know they was fucked up or something, or they did you fucked up, and then, you know, again, somebody is saying something about somebody committing suicide as well, because of something here. And for me, that just ain't an option. Unless somebody's trying to say, oh, if you say this about this one person, then I have no choice but to isolate you, or you're not fucking God. You're not God. You're not God. I'm not concerned about that. I'm okay with these people feeling like it's nothing left longer. I don't feel it. People might say, you a fool. Ain't nobody doing this or ain't nobody doing. Okay. Something like that. I guess it's the end then, huh? Because it's an infestation here anyways. And already seeing where it's going to lead to. Everybody's like, in the future they're gonna do this. Yeah, this is what they had planned. Just like those those slave ships was sometimes just a sketch of what a slave ship would look like. They never really was. People was never really on them. Some of these people was never really on them ships. It's just a draft. Mm. Anyways, y'all, that was just my morning brew. Okay. Hope somebody got something from it. I feel like I got. Sometimes I wake up with a mind full of something or whatever. Maybe it's this is just, what I'm saying, something to think about. Just give them something to think about. It's just something to think about. Hmm. Some of these people ain't even using words. There could be some people that's hate crimes against you because of words. These people don't use words. They operate off of like, you know, those kind of connections. But like I said, why are they reprogramming themselves to do that when so-called black people have had some so-called black people or some people have always had this way of being able to speak to each other with their eyes, or with the way that they, cock their head to the side. Anything. Like, you get what I'm saying? Somebody don't want you to be a part of that this time. They don't want you to have a soul or something. They don't want you to be on guard or whatever like that. Like somebody don't want that or something like this. And they feel like by doing something to you, mentally, physically, or spiritually, it's going to stop you from being great anyway, or stop you from being. It's almost like nobody never thought about, if we cut this person off, if we cut this person to try to teach them a lesson or something, maybe we're gonna cut ourselves off from the universe or something like this. And basically, it's something had to be sacrificed or something. You might have had to go through some things or something like this, but it's going to be okay, because now that just what this thing. Somebody think, oh, if we cut off this person's pinky toe, it's going to throw off their balance. But you didn't think about the repercussions about what it's going to do to your because some of these people know that you were supposed to be rocking with them. They know that they're your kind or something like that, but they trying to act like not. They trying because they want to play God. They want to think, oh, we're gonna write down in this paperwork and make this person foreign and kick this person out. You can't fuck with shit like that. I'm just trying to tell you. And so now somebody thinking, oh, doing that or whatever, they didn't realize that they was about to knock their whole shit off balance. It's something like this, all right? And these are nowhere near fear tactics. It's just me, just I'm not sitting here like, well, my God is about to come in. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what I've seen or whatever. And a lot of these things that I've seen, they maybe don't think you or I seen it, but they seen it too. They know it's true. They know something. But like I said, these are the people that like, don't touch the boat, Nemo, Nemo, like that. Instead of bettering themselves or something like this, or helping someone if they already feel like they so-called established, helping someone else, they're worried about what to do to you that don't have no. Anytime a group of people is turned towards you and swore that you ain't shit and you don't have shit and you whatever like this, I'm telling you, you already won. You already won. Where they're going through measures of trying to creep around, snake or slink around your home and stuff like this, you already won. The competition is already over. The fact that if you were using my rule books, the game is already over. if you um if you have invaded my base camp in war, you know there's never really a war, or there's never going to be a war then. You know this is just you whatever this is. I don't know. And it's not conquering, because you didn't even have to fight for it. You didn't even have to be. You just cheated or something. It's like, I don't know. And like that's what I'm saying about these alien or science bitches. They just real bold about it. Yeah, say I got your man now. Yeah, well, a lot of people, these people are using some type of antidotes or something to do this in some of your cases, and it's not gonna last long. Or this person is not, it's not what you want anymore anyway. Something had to be removed to make it. Hmm. Some people will have some of these things removed from them, and they won't be able to operate. And some will just get stronger, and some will just lose interest at all and go off into the dark. And people will say, well, how can that person do, they was born without a left ear, how can that person do this or something? How can they brush their hair? They lost both of their arms. And I've seen women do amazing things with their feet if they don't have arms. Do I want to be somebody that have to live like that? No. Do I think somebody has the right to come in my life because of what they think about me or what I said or something like this, or a different view or opinion to try to make me like that? No. Doesn't mean that somebody's never going to come in and assault you or do something to you. If somebody got, when they came in the game, the thing was to cut a girl's face. Y'all remember that back in the day when the girls used to keep a razor blade in their cheek or something like this? You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. Speaking of, I can't find my knife still. Anyways, I have to wake up my child, y'all. I don't know how long this video, I don't even know if what I'm saying making sense. Ever since I ate that burger yesterday, I've been feeling a little um, altered, a little dazed. Okay, I won't say altered, but dazed. Like in a fog, right? So this is a planned attack or something. This would be like these protesters or whatever that was speaking, whatever, back in the day. These attacks that they went through, but who would thought that they would be coming through the drive-through, you know, today? But unfortunately, some of these AI entities work at food places and things like this. And I think AI um, members or bodies or whatever should not be able to work in food service at all. That's one thing that should be hands off. Because somebody could get you set up real good that way. I know things have been placed in my food. And I'm not even just saying all bad things. I think that somebody could have, I think that at one point in time within this past 3 years, somebody put something in my food to try to heal me. So I'm not saying whatever. I'm just telling y'all what I've been able to tune into or pick up on. Somebody really does care about somebody or something here. Um, First of all, God do, and somebody else really do care about you, or something like this, or you really do care about somebody, and there's like a world or something in between you guys, or there is like a group of people or envious or jealous people that swear that they got what it takes for this one and got what it takes for that one, but they keep keeping these two away from each other or something like this because they're using both of them. And one gets off on some type of gratification of other people looking up to them or something, and one don't give a fuck. It ain't never gonna give a fuck as long as the truth is coming out or the truth is being told, or not even, let's say, not the truth, because the truth ain't always got to be told. I don't think so when it comes to white lies or something like this. It's almost like the other day when I think my mom came or whatever. I didn't realize that I was saying this at the time, but I was like, why did you say that? You, it was a beep beep time. She said, what time do get out of school? And I said, beep beep time. And she said, oh, beep beep time. And I said, yeah. And then when she said beep beep time, I'm like, damn, but she don't get, why did I just say? And then when I came back in and closed the door, right, something told me that, because I said, oh my goodness, did I just tell a lie? Because I've been really just trying to not, like, I'm not trying to say I'm turning into Mother Teresa. And what does that necessarily mean? See, those phrases like that. Because Mother Teresa, if she was alive today, she might be crip walking and cussing. You understand? But still doing her work or her best to relate to the people and get the message across. And then I said, damn, I realized, oh, but that's something so stupid. Now, if I had to lie about something like this, people they're gonna think that what else is you lying about? But really, they not. They're gonna force it. Like that's why I said people are waiting to hear every little thing. But it was saying something. No, it's another reason why I stepped in and told you to say that time. Motherfuckers is plotting. So it was a reason why I said 1 hour earlier than what 1 hour earlier, because it just kind of blurted out my mouth like that. I'm like, well, damn. And then when I thought about it, and I turned around and I walked back and I said, why did I say that was the time? You see? Now, if somebody was trying to set something up or set something up, all they got to do is call up to the school, or maybe they don't know which school she go to or he go to or something like this. But all they would have had to do was really, because I feel like some of these people have fallen from heaven, some of these heels or something. They don't have access to the files, the information, or something like they used to. But instead of bringing you in and giving you these gifts that they was fighting in the heavens, or when they was exalted anyways, or they had giraffe necks, they wasn't doing that. They was passing it on to their own self. They was passing it on to each other that was going in these buildings or having these laptops with this information. Could you imagine if people found out who got these Biden laptops? See, now we was looking at Hunter Biden's laptop, motherfucker, and Biden got many laptops spread across the land. You hear me? God, I didn't even notice that. We talking about Hunter Biden's laptop when somebody got millions of Biden's computers across the nation. And who's to say that people didn't find out about this little, rather Biden know about it or a higher power, these little laptops that could be having access to different people's information, private information. Who's to say that at some point in time, somebody didn't come up with a scheme like, man, well, if we can get that laptop, we got that password, we will be able to do shut down this, or we will be able to make money off that, or do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of these independent agents that went home during COVID, that probably ain't even them no more. Y'all, let me get off this thing. Hold on, I gotta go wake up my child. I'll be back.